for part of it, it was a good, um, you know, way to test out micromanaging your modules and moving your reppers around and stuff. It may not have been as intense as I would have liked, but hopefully it was useful and not a total waste of time today. But I think that the testing out. Oh yeah, I know was I made every mistake in the book. Oh my god. I you do not want me in Logi. It was, yeah. In my cap, kept running out of cap, and then it's like, just, why didn't I just pull range? I should have pulled range, duh. Go ahead.
Well, and also, like we had Logi repping each other. So, I mean, the closest thing that's gonna have that or represent that is like if, our entire team not really fielded T2 Logi bots and had them on the Logi the entire time.
That broke up. Can you say that again?
I said, like, it's kind of back to the whole representation thing. With Logi helping each other and there being split DPS everywhere, but the split DPS going against battleships that need more than, need focus fire in order to kind of create pressure. I feel like if we do this again, there's some stuff that I'd like to see. I get test out to kind of create more of the accurate AT Logi pressure feel.
What we can also do is during practices is we can swap out some people and get a chance at Logi too. And I think I'll start doing that 1 fight or 2 fights at each practice. We'll have somebody who's never flown Logi before fly Logi. Just, spread the love.
Yeah, the no shield Logi for a shield ship was kind of obnoxious, I will say.
Thought we did well keeping you alive for as long as we did.
There are a lot of Oniruses.
Ironically enough, yeah.
Ironically enough, what? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, we favor the Oniros, it seems like, but a lot of we fly Rush as like kind of one of our bread and butter setups. So, oops.
Well, it's kind of doing a lot of the armor to, a little bit more of a focus. It was not like declared or intentional. I just figured. But anyway, the focus on the Oniros testing was because we don't fly armor all that much on TQ. We fly shield more often than not. So we're just more skilled with flying as a shield ship and a shield Logi.
I also really just love my rapid light missile Barghest.
Did that die finally? Did that end up dying?
No, I mean once the pressure shifted off, once the scrams shifted off, I was just too fast for people to catch me, more or less. I was going 2 clicks. So I would just bounce out of the fight, get back to my optimal, and then stay alive with help of Logi.
So how's the EHP compare on that one, Pino?
This one's a lot.
If we're doing bait stuff, are we keeping it at Afterburner? Are we opening the floor to Afterburner fits?
Oh no, and don't use Tech 2 Afterburners. I really, really need my co-op drives on our Logi, especially bait Logi. We had Nully pull actually a somewhat different kind of form of bait Logi on us during practice on Saturday, in that their Logi was actually the Scimitar fit with a 100 MN Afterburner. It was pretty much faster than everything we had.
And sure, the 100 M Afterburner?
Pretty damn sure. Well, whatever number they call it now, it's a large
I mean,
afterburner.
you can hit that with skirmish links with a 10 mn micro warp drive.
I'm not positive, but it did look like that, and it seemed also that the rare time, when we actually did get DPS on it, it wasn't taking DPS like you'd expect. So it's much smaller bloom with the afterburner.
I was also kind of annoyed that the restrained micro warp drives weren't seated, or the compacts for that matter.
I'm tempted to test that out. That small armor repper, though.
Yeah, it's got one smaller and it's got an afterburner on it, so that's what I'm playing with. Trying to figure out how to do that. Get a micro warp drive on it.
How did he do that? Looking at that now.
What?
The fit that I just posted.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Enduring?
And this one was like the one he sent out after like the fourth practice, I think, GG. So a lot of this fit might be kind of expired. Or
I don't think so. No, it's good. It's just different metas that he's using.
Yeah, I would swap the enduring for restrained, definitely.
There we go. All of the fits that had micro warp drive on them, I think, or the limited, went straight to the enduring instead of the restrained. So
Yeah.
I think the restrained, like nothing really seated. I don't know. I think the upgraded micro warp drive might have done that. I don't know.
Yep, I can fit that one pretty good too. Cool. Yeah, I get almost 58,000 off of that one. I like that one. I'm going to make a few more of those.
It doesn't do very good against high alpha, though. I'll let you know that right now.
Yeah, but this has got even more buffer.
Yeah, GG, remember when we ran Sack Attack the second time during like the practice we did for like 4 hours straight? And like the first time I got alpha'd off, and that was the first, or closer to the first fit that had all of the active hardeners on, and the second fit I brought out the whole passive one, and that one took a little bit longer to take down, but I think it took like 30k EHP before it went down.
There's some of those, some of the doctrines before the rule changes could have 13, 14, 17,000 alpha. Hell, Ultima from last year had, what was it, a 19,800 alpha? So yeah, it can be challenging, shall we say, against that kind of high alpha. And we're going to see really high alpha this year. Just, we're not going to see it from drones. And overall, it's not going to be nearly as obscene as it was last year.
Is there anything else we need on Sissy before this cluster thing kicks us out?
No. Hopefully you guys found that useful. We'll do something like this again soon. But, either more testing. Actually, there's a couple of... the one thing I really would like to do is some more pressure testing of Logi, where, Basically, we have everybody beat up on one.
I would like that.
And chasing them around and tackling them. And I intended to actually do some of that today, but time got away from me.
All right. Good night. Talk to you guys later.
Thanks again, guys. Thanks again.
See you, Pino.
But yeah,
User
I
disconnected
gotta
from
admit,
your
before
channel.
the rule changes, we were actually talking about going Logi-less, at least in some doctrines, but and instead bringing more DPS and more links, self-reps, and going that route, and for some of our primary doctrines. And it's something I'm still considering. But then when they came out with the rule changes, it was kind of like, yeah, you know, but it was mostly because of that high alpha and the damn sentry drones and heavy drone teams and stuff like that. Plus, it can be more useful against a tinker to have that extra bit of DPS. And the reason we were
completely... Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, the reason we were considering that was though because Logi doesn't, Logi dies fast. Anyway, go ahead, Panda.
Well, that being said, and so if we were to have a Logi band, would what would we lean more towards having a Logi-less setup? Would we lean more towards, say, using a T3 setup, or would we consider having the 2 Logi frigates? So
Just change doctrines. We just bring a different doctrine.
Okay.
And I do expect, and I actually expect to use Logi bans where I ban out Neros and Scimitar, for example. That can be particularly painful. If you're absolutely in love with the doctrine and want to bring it anyway, you go ahead and drop to a T1 cruiser, Logi cruiser. That happens quite a bit. And then use the extra 2 points to boost, usually your support wing. We bring a tinker.
So do you want me to
you're-
rework the Vindicomp without Oneros?
No, I wanted having Oneros. We still design our doctrines overall to have Logi.
But I'm saying if you're going to ban it out, or if you feel like it's going to be a high ban, if people, we actually get it to work well and people are worried about it, they're going to ban out the Oneros and then we'll just have to switch to the Rush or something.
We just switched to a different doctrine. We would change the doctrine that we want to bring on the fly. Go either with the T1 Logi, or we would just go with more links or more DPS or something. It's kind of hard to say because it all depends upon what the doctrines are that we finalize. By the time we get to about 2-3 weeks before the arena, we'll be down to 5 absolutely perfected doctrines. Maybe 6, maybe 4, but we'll have 4, 5, 6 doctrines that we are confident in, that are really solid, that we have tweaked and twisted and tested upside down and inside out, and we know them better than our own skin.
3 shield.
And huh?
So, what? 3 armor, 3 shield.
I don't have any kind of no arbitrary split. I won't know what those are until they kind of evolve, and we have some early front runners, of course.